Hey Amber, hey Sherry, hey Adria, hey Elvis.
Hey, girly
Said it
girls.
feels like months since you've been here.
Wow.
Hey Gail.
Guys, I wasn't prepared. What's new? I know it doesn't surprise you guys at all. I sewed the last kit and I realized I didn't have any of these pages for me, any of the cloth pieces. So, woo, we get to rip together. So we have some to work with. I like the ripped edges. I think I cut all your guys's, but I like them ripped. So here we go. We're gonna wrap them. How's everybody doing?
Hey Laurie.
Surviving the
Everybody's been
winter?
on a manhunt for days.
A what hunt?
A manhunt.
You have.
Man, they've been trying to catch that freaking escaped convict that's going around in circles in Pennsylvania for days.
Well, as long as he's in Pennsylvania, that's okay. How long has he been loose?
Since Sunday or Saturday? I don't know what day.
Oh. Now, I don't know this person. Somebody in the chat might, or you may even know. There was this lady. What the reason I'm leading up to this is that it'll be a new case for you to follow. They arrested this YouTuber mom that was touting herself as like the mom of all moms, and she ends up getting arrested for child endangerment. She had duct taped at least one of her kids to the wall and wasn't feeding it, and it was like had to go in the hospital for malnutrition. And so she's been arrested. So there's going to be the whole case. So you got another case to follow.
Exactly, Adria. I saw that. Plane in Atlanta had to return back to the airport due to biohazard cleanup. And he was saying on the radio, they said, "Is it this or is it this?" He said, "No, no, it's biohazard. We had a passenger that had diarrhea all the way through the plane. We had to come back."
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being in there?
As I told Betty, I'm like, "Oh," she's like, "How embarrassing." I said, "Exactly."
And they complain if a baby does a little something something. At least it's in a diaper.
I can't. I can't watch anything because I'm going to have to rewatch the Murdoch trial.
Oh my gosh. I was trying
Jury
to wean
tampering.
you away from there.
Sorry, jury tampering. That was wrong. That was completely wrong.
You're already assuming that they're guilty. Why even watch the case?
Because the case isn't about the lady that did it, it's about him
You
again.
don't know if they did it. That's what
Well,
they're filing for, to
they
prove.
interviewed jurors separately and they gave the same story. So,
Oh no, so here we go again. Retrial, is that what's gonna happen?
yeah,
Oh
probably.
my gosh. I know you're happy about that. Either way
Well, no, but I
either
just
way
think,
it goes, you're a winner because you get to watch it all over again.
I think that even if he does get convicted, but still, that's not justice.
That's right. You're right. You're right. Who's that?
That's Sophie talking for a treat.
Oh,
Yes, Janice, me too.
okay. I think that's 6 of them. I think that's all you guys got. I could add more, because you could add more to yours too. So there.
See that stuff you're pulling off? That's what Betty likes.
I do too, but I've got so much I don't need any more. It's funny. I'm sure it's the same for all of us when you first start. You know,
Janice, what you doing there?
huh?
Janice is, hey, Hassan.
Hey, son. I don't know about you guys, but at the beginning, I saved everything about everything, whether it was trash, whether it was thread. I like to recycle everything. But once I started doing the kits, I was like, hello, I can't, I mean, it's okay if I was just doing one, but when I'm doing as many as I'm doing for you guys, there's no way I can save all this stuff. So I had to learn to let go. I had to learn to let go. Okay. I think that's 6.
I saw you just brush that off on the floor.
No. No, he didn't.
Oh, into the garbage.
It's in the bucket. Okay. Now I need to take a drink. I've been a little rushing today. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta look at my angle. Oh, it's all yucky. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Elvis.
Let's give everybody some time to group, get here if they're coming, get here if they're not coming. Now this, oh, see, I made a mistake. I should have, because I thought of doing these instead of those other ones. I don't have any of the dresses. They're all gone. Oh, see, that was stupid, Rosemary. I should have cut them this size. Hello. I should have cut them that size, which is what? 7. Maybe I need to do that. And then I'll just put maybe these on here. No, they're still too small. Just talking to myself, ladies. Making mistakes as usual. What's new? Now I have to go get some more. Let's see. 7 1/4. Is this 7 1/4? Almost. No, not really. I can use these. These are all scraps from somewhere. I forget what they were.
Hey, APG.
The ones I'm using. Aha.
Did you get a treat, Benny?
Don't be mean.
Hey, Linda. I mean, Sophie will only wait so long when Betty's in there doing their treats, and then she starts talking for it like, hello, hello.
Poor Busta came over. Busta never complains. He's he acts like he's a man all the time, right? He never complains about nothing. And he came over and looked at me so pathetic. And he put his paw up and looked at me. And he never puts his paw up. I mean, he'll tap me, but he never just puts his paw up. So I'm going, what is going on? So I go over to go touch him. And when I go over there, he growls at me. He does that all the time. He's a growler. And for whatever reason, he just does that. So I knew he was serious, but hey, he's the one that came to me, right? So I go, what is wrong, Busta? Where are you growling at me? And he just goes, rah, 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 rah. So I go, lay down. Let me check your foot out and see what's going on. And he lays down and sticks his foot up, and the whole time he's still growling at me. And I look, and the poor little guy, his one of his claws had just like snapped, and we keep them, cut back and everything, but it just, whatever reason, it didn't cut all the way through, but it was just kind of halfway dangling there. And I
Oh,
guess it was hurting him when he was walking, right? And so I said, Richard, nail time. And so Richard comes over, and meanwhile he's still going rah, 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 rah. He's still crawling at us. So I brought out the little treats, and So while we had it on the floor, Richard's trying to cut that all up so that it's okay, and he's looking at me growling. So every time Richard does a little snap here and there, I stick a little treat in his mouth and he chews on it. And then when he's done chewing, he's going, "Wow, wow, wow, wow." He's growling again. And then after it was all done, he jumps up and he's bouncing and he's all happy. And he's a funny little character.
Yeah,
Okay.
Heidi did that. That's no fun when they pop that nail.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lucy, good night, Hassan.
And so what happened was half his nail, it got like, say this is whole nail right here, and it kind of cut like halfway through, but not all the way through. And then this part was going like this. So when he walked, it was going like that. It was hurting him. So at least we got the bottom part off. And then he let us file there was a little knobby thing there that we couldn't get because we were afraid we were going to get too far up in the wick of there. So we sanded it down so it wouldn't catch on anything. And he was real happy.
Hey, emergency monkey.
Woohoo! And by the way, everybody's stuff went out. So I think that was, yeah, I think that was what, Tuesday? Yeah, because Monday it was closed. Oh, yeah, yesterday. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what day it is. Okay, today is Wednesday. All day long, Rosemary, all day long. Okay, so the ones that you guys have, they are 6x6, but I didn't have any of the dresses, so I was working on this. So that's a little bit bigger. So I need to cut a few more of these. Now, if you guys have not done, a fabric journal before, what's cool about them is there's no right way to do it. You cannot make a mistake. You just can't. Um, and you can decide if you want to keep the firm feel, of the canvas, or if you want it even softer. You can decide if you want to put fabric on both sides or one side. If you want to put some kind of stuffing in between the pages, if you want it to be a little puffy, um, if you want to wash these first and then they get really kind of really lot softer. What I like to do in general, I don't do it all the time, but I like to decorate them if I'm going to sew on them or whatever it is I'm going to do. And then I throw them in the washer. And then what happens is that they really get soft and start falling apart a little bit. And it looks like it's really vintage. Um, you might decide before you even start that you want to coffee or tea stain them. Um, if you're going to want them, to look a little bit older. Again, what I like to do, I do it afterwards. So um, I'll do all my whatever I want to put on them. Then just with the brush, I'll put it stronger or lighter wherever I want it, especially where some places where I've sewn, I might want it even darker right there. It just, like I said, there's no right or wrong way. You just have so many different things that you can do. Now, for instance, this has not been washed or any kind of dyeing on it yet, whether it's tea or coffee, whatever. So what I'll end up doing is either gluing, sewing, or maybe if you have your heat and bond, whatever you might have, and put a backing to that. And then at that point, you know, I'll decide, well, do I want to put some coffee or something else on there? It's just really a personal decision of what you want to do. And then I might decorate all of this before I put it on, or I might decorate something separate on another piece of fabric and glue that onto here, like to create a pocket. So you have to kind of sort of,
Don't
um,
say plan.
huh?
Don't say plan.
No, you kind of sort of have to figure out kind of what's going to come first. Because I remember the first time I made one, I made the mistake of putting these together, and then it's like, uh-oh, wait a minute. I can't sew through this because then it's going to show over here, and it was a big old mess. So I ended up, like, say, making up a pocket or something and sewing on that and then gluing it on there because I couldn't sew on that. So you really do have to kind of think about it. Like I said, there's no wrong way. There's always a way to improvise and get it done. But oh, give me 1 second. I was gonna bring over. I think I still have them. A couple of ones that I got as a gift.
I'd be scared if I washed it. All the stitching would come out.
A gift box.
What kind of thread?
Huh?
What kind of thread
What kind of thread?
did you use? Is that in? Oh my God!
Oh, how cute. Oh, she was there in the box. So I just brought her with it. Oh, look how cute. Okay. Uh
Probably
kind of
embroidery.
the kind of thread that I used, yes, it was embroidery. What's this in here? Yeah. And I don't buy whatever's on sale, or if I get it at a thrift store or whatever, that's what I use. And I use the full I don't separate the, you know what I'm saying? The thread. Okay. So uh this little cute one. This is a combination of fabric and paper. So don't look at it like it just all has to be fabric. So she put a little button there and then a little loop, and that's the closure for that. You can see the spine here is just a little piece of fabric. And then she has it. This feels a little bit like watercolor paper. And then she sewed and did some gesso on the paper. And then this little card she made, it's just, again, some stuff glued on, some thicker paper. This feels like some type of watercolor paper also. And then a little piece of fabric there. Simple, but really effective. It's so cute. And then she just uses some brown paper, puts a little gesso on the edge, a little transfer, sews that on there.
You know, what's cool is if you take pattern paper and sew it between two pieces of fabric, then it makes it.
Oh, yeah, the crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
Who is she?
She who?
She who made this.
Um, see, I know her YouTube name, but I remember her name. Hold on, maybe her name is on. I don't think her name is on here. Hold on, we'll find out. This has been like 6 years ago, so don't test
Oh,
my memory. She doesn't. She's not. She doesn't even do YouTube anymore. She doesn't do. I haven't seen her in years, and she does really cute work. I like her stuff. She was one of the first people I ever watched. Oh, here's her name. Okay, I got to cover up her address. Her YouTube channel is Paper Kits. Have you heard of her?
uh-uh.
I know. She has some cool stuff, and her name is Kit. Hey, Paper Kits. Hello.
Oh,
And again, okay, so here she has a pocket. And all the little dangly stuff. And then she has a little paper book that she made. And she put that in there in the little pocket. And then, oh, there was something back here. I think it fell out. She had something else in here, a little thing. So you can see how this is super duper simple. All this is 2 pieces. So you would get this.
hey, Ann.
You would get this and maybe sew down the middle here, go down like that, create a pocket here, a pocket there. And that's pretty much what she did with this. And then put paper, sewed some paper in the back, and sewed this little book on right here. She sewed it on the cover. So that shows, you know, it's really, I think this is really, really pretty, but just two pieces of fabric and then decorating the front and the back with some additional trim and stuff. So that's one example. Okay, there's one. Now this one is really just trims and trims and trims. She did not use a machine or a needle. Everything in this is glued. She doesn't know how to sew anything. But see all the trim she's got here. She made like a tag and then she glued that tag onto the front. You see how it was tagged.
Same lady.
No.
Oh.
And then here again, kind of the same concept. Ooh, fake money. Hello. Same concept where she took there's just a front and a back, and then a pocket here. And then she made another tag and just glued that into there and glued stuff onto this. Now, I'm not sure if Janet is still in, her name's Janet that made this. Last I heard, she was in Colorado. I don't see her anymore either on YouTube. She used to be in all my groups. I don't see her anymore. So I don't know if people just get burnt out and they move on to another form of art or what. Okay. Now this is really cute. Look at this. And this one again is one piece. Now this is double. This is like a cantha quilt on this side. Well, it looks like cantha quilt on both sides. And then it's just stitched together.
What
And
kind of kilt?
kilt?
Yeah.
Cantha quilt.
Oh.
And then there's a pocket right here.
Hey, Sandra.
A little pocket right there. And these are like the size of an ATC. And those are in there. And some doily. A little cart. And then here is a little pocket back there. And then she just hung a bunch of cute little things on the bottom. And that's that. But look how cute. And then you could also, if you wanted to, again, incorporate the papers, you could have your pages in here. And then that would be the front and the back of the book. And then you'd have your pages in the center. Very cute. Okay. And that's one. This one's also done by Janet. All this is glued. all glued. Again, it's just 2 pieces here of fabric, front and back. And look at the tags she made.
Wow.
These are all very elaborate.
It's a good thing to do with all your scrappy pieces.
Mm-hmm. And so what she did with this one is she took something like this and then she just glued it in the front.
Fabritech. Cool.
No sewing required. No sewing required. Okay, so this is one that I made. This was like an example because these right here was when I had a textile Facebook group and we would do swaps. And so these were part of the swaps that we did. So I did a kind of like a boho one. And here's the front and the back. And then here's a tag that I made. Again, these are just 2 pieces here put together. And this somebody had sent me, so I just stuck it in there. I thought it went.
Oh, looks like Adria's picture. Hey, Barbie.
I thought it looked very boho-ish. Someone also had sent me this.
Oh,
So I put that in there.
so it's kind of like a wallet.
Yeah. And then I made this little thing. And it's just a little book with little pieces of fabric here and there. And this is just the front and the back is a piece of cardboard, and then with fabric and trim and stuff, and put together with, I hinged it with just a little piece of trim. And these are put together with just scraps. There. That's that one. What else? What else? Okay, so this has, yeah, this is also just 2 pieces, and it's made some little tags. Here's a little pocket in the front. Here's a little tuck spot there.
Good grief. Every color under the rainbow.
Yeah, this one was like kind of over the top rainbowish. And then here's some more tags, a little trashy book. Trashy book.
I know Adria, she said she don't have no journals, but those really aren't journals, though.
Yeah, these are in my sewing room. I don't consider these journals. I mean, in the writing sense, Okay. And then that's not that. That's not that. Hold on. Let me see what else is in here. Okay, this one is very elaborate. Let me tell you. So much effort was put into this. This person is like, they know how to, quilt on their machine and everything. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But you can see the fabric on here. And then she sewed on here on the stitches. She has that eyelash trim everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then she made, this is made out of the sewing pattern.
Oh yeah.
Sewing pattern paper. She made that. And then she just went crazy. Crazy. And then she put papers on either side, which does give that little crunch factor you were talking about.
Yeah.
And then these little pages here as out of some kind of
Glassine
little
bag.
bag. Yeah, little glassine bags. My favorite, all the salvage. I love that's my favorite stuff is salvage. And then some trim.
That book looks like it would smell like my grandma.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but there is no odor. Thank you
Oh,
very
my
much.
grandma smelled good.
Oh, okay. Because when I think of grandmas, I don't think of a. I think of a musty old house.
No,
Or an
kind of that rose smell.
oh,
Where's the button?
what button?
I don't know. They're wanting to see a button.
I don't know. And this is a little bag, and she made a little.
Another little trashy book.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's the only button there, so I guess I.
Oh yeah, yes, APG. I love that. Essay Lauder.
There you go. That's how she closed that up.
Very cool.
And then one that I made quite a while ago.
Private collection.
So this is also layers of fabric here. There's a pocket here, pocket right there with something in there. Oh, there you go. I knew something would be in there. And then this is paper that I sewed on the fabric. And so here is a little pocket.
Gina Tay.
And here is this was gifted to me, so I thought that would look good in there.
Adria cigarettes. My grandma. Barbie's grandma smelled like boiled turnips and laundry starch. In the Coke bottle with the cork lid. I remember that.
And then I made this out of just some scraps, made the little flower. And somebody had given me this with an R on it, so I just put that on there. And of course, I had to add some paper, trying to see which are pockets and which aren't. Okay, that's not a pocket. Okay. And I had this really cute little handkerchief, so I put that in there. And this is paper here. And then I had some kind of a doily, parts of a doily, so I put that on there. And then some salvage pieces. Uh-oh. Another little pocket, and this had been gifted to me. So I thought, well, that needs to, whoops, that needs to go in there. Put that in there. And then here is a little pocket. Somebody had given me this also, so I put that in there. Someone made this little button. I put that there. And is that it? Oh, no, there's a pocket here. And in here, oh, in here, in the pocket, this is fabric, that's paper, and I just made a little booklet that goes in there. Go like that. And then that goes in this little pocket. And there is the back. So this is just, even though it's like a whole bunch of stuff, it's really 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really just 6.
Hey, Jane.
In there. So it kind of gives you an idea that there's all different things you can do. It can be very elaborate. It can be very simple.
God damn.
It can have
Oops,
pockets.
sorry.
Not have. It can have pockets. Not have pockets. And yeah. So there you go. You have seen it all. So at the beginning, like I said, if you haven't made one before, just a simple one, which would be just, like 2 pieces, your front and your back, and then something to make a pocket with. And that can kind of sort of be your beginning. Or you can hinge them together, which I'll show you. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing with these. Instead of my original intention was not to use this as a size and fold it. My original intention is that ticking that was in your kit, we were going to like decorate these and then hinge them together. So this would be the size of your book. All right.
Hey, Tamar.
But again, excuse me, if you have other fabrics that you want to incorporate and the picture is a certain size, like this one, I don't want to fold that in half. So you need to determine if, what size yours is going to be. And all the pages, whoops, I just turned that. All the pages obviously do not have to be the same size. So you might have a bigger cover and then maybe some smaller pages in there along the road. So having said all that,
Wow.
I hope I didn't like sensory overload on the different options you have, which I probably did. Oh, and this over on my other in my other group that I think it's going to allow me to start typing in there. I tried. It let me write in there over there in my Trashy journal group. It let me write in there. Now, before I couldn't even write in there, and I definitely could not put a list. I'm going to try and make a fake list and see if I can put it in there and see if it lets me. And I can, start hosting my own swaps again. But over there, one day, the swap that we did over my other group, the deconstructed journal group, which I don't host over there anymore, but we did a quilting one, a sewing / quilting one. And this is what was sent to me. This right here is pieced together, different fabrics, hand stitched together, and then glued onto this. And then the inside, this is all free motion stitching. And she created this design, and then all this is all stitched. and hand dyed. And then the back has this cute little house. Isn't this adorable? People are just so talented. So
And
this
my lady would have one big fat leg and one cut leg, and
so this was all done, and then the cardstock was glued on and sewed just around the edges on here. And these were also glued on there. But this is all machine sewn, and this is all hand stitched. Just unbelievable. Isn't that gorgeous? So I think that is all I have in here. I do believe that has anything to do with sewing. Okay. So how many of you ladies that are going to make, one of these little sewing journals, how many of you have already made something like that? Let's rephrase that. How many of you is it going to be your first time to do it? Yeah, it's more important. Who is going to be the first? Who is going to do it for the first time?
do what for the first time?
Make a journal out of fabric.
Oh,
That's what this month is. Fabric journal. Fabric journal. I just showed you all different types of fabric journals. Okay, so that's going to be first. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yay. Okay. Excellent. And whether you got the kit or not, because you might have fabric already.
no.
Well, you'd be surprised. Some people don't have any.
Like a virgin, sown for the very first time.
In this case, unsewn.
Or he said first time slow stitching and first making fabric journal.
Yay. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to see, how should I attack this? How should I attack this for the first time? Well, you first timers. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. All right. So let's see. How should I ask the question so that the answer comes out that I understand what the answer is? Okay, so this one here is just 2 pieces and then decorated. All right, this one right here. It's 2
That's
pieces of fabric and decorated with fabric and with paper. All right, that's this one. And then this one has multiple pages, fabric, pockets, tuck spots, like that. And what was another different type that was made here? Let's look. Well, this one's kind of similar to that one. It's just got the 2 as far as putting it together. We'll just leave that there, I think. That's really only the 2 different types, is with the 2 pieces with paper and the 2 pieces without the paper, because we'll be able to make more than one, you guys. So I'm trying to just see how we want to do this. Now, see, this one is yet a little bit different because there's no pockets except the little pocket here and here. That's like super simple. Okay, so just so you know, we're gonna make more than one this month. So I think to start off with, those of you that have never done this before, just type in there A, B, or C, which one you would like to start off with. The one that has the pocket, just 2 pieces of fabric in a pocket, and incorporating paper, several pages with pockets, or no pockets like that, just little tuck spots in the center. So A, B, or C, which one would you guys like to start off kind of sort of making?
What's the white fabric in the kit?
That's canvas. Okay,
So
so
Gina said C, Lori said C, Jean said C, and Amber said A or B.
uh-oh. I'm going to put little tick marks. You should have one for here. Ooh, one for here. One for here.
And 3 for
For B. C. C.
and C. Janice called it the far one on the right.
C.
Emergency
Oh,
monkey.
so we have 4 C's?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Okay. Okay. C might be the wiener.
Elvis said
Oh, this is all of them. Well, we might have time because they are so interrelated as far as the construction. We
oh,
probably can.
different.
Yeah. B. So all is 1, 2, 3. C. Oh, everybody likes the C. I'm kind of surprised. I guess because they want to start slow. I get it. I would too.
Janice said she would do C, then A, then B. That's what I was thinking. B's a little advanced.
Yeah, and once you've done this and this won't be advanced. You're just kind of combining the two. So that kind of makes sense, you guys. See, you guys had the right idea. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So now, when it comes to this, let me get this out of the way.
Like a virgin.
Now, I'll give you the size of this in case you want to cut yours down, your fabrics down, so that you can have something exactly this size. You don't have to, obviously, but just in case, if you like the visual size of this. So this is about 8.5 by just the fabric, not all the other stuff. It's 5. Okay. So 8.5 by 5 if you want to cut your fabric down to have this when you're finished. Okay. Now,
Did you sell your book from the last fabric kit? I'm sure.
did I what?
Did you sell your one from the last time we did a fabric journal?
I don't, excuse me. I don't remember what we did or when we did it.
Remember we did it and you gave away the little scissors and you had the.
No, I remember the kit. I
Yeah.
can't remember what I made for the kit. That's where I'm drawing a blank.
You made a little journal and you sewed in it and you. I'll have to look at it later.
Yeah. I don't remember what it looks like, to tell you the truth. Okay, so if, like, for instance, you guys got pieces that are 6 by 6, right? So what you could do, one of two things. You can get the, if you want the 8.5, you can literally overlap these two pieces, overlap them, and sew them together. All right. And then just cut it down to the 8.5. It doesn't matter if there's a seam, because remember, everything is going to be decorative once you stitch things down. So you could do that. You could cut that off. Or you could sew there, and then at the 8.5, you could fold it over And now you already have, let's see, 8.5, 8.5. I'll sew this in a second. It'll be a little more obvious. So that's 8.5. And then you would fold it in half. And so that this would be the basis of your little journal here. So you'd open it up. And instead of having a pocket this way, you'd already have a pocket this way to put something in. And then your other fabrics or trims that were in there can make a pocket here somewhere. And you can do your decorating. So that's a real possibility, you guys. So why don't we do that together? And that way you don't have to visualize. We'll just do it. So I'm just going to get any old color because I don't even have a theme of what I'm doing right now. So if I get bogged down on colors, well, we'll be here for a while. So let me just, where is that thing I had with all of my threads already ready to go? Hello. Ding, ding, ding. Where did you go? Oh, here we are. So if you want it to hide, you know, you can sew it with something on the lighter side. Or if you don't care, well, that's a little twirly up there. Let's put this. And you can just do a straight stitch because, you know, remember, I don't do fancy stitches because I don't know them. Where is my pins? Oh, here's some pins. Here's some pins. I feel like I'm doing this backwards. No matter which way I go, I feel like I'm going backwards. How come? Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes you can't get the direction right. Why? Why? Okay, so I'm just going to go up and down, guys, right? I think I put my air conditioner too high. It's feeling warm in here. We had another toasty 100 heat index 108 today, you guys.
Hey, Brenda.
108.
It felt a little bit cooler here today. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, those are gone.
Yeah.
Those are all gone.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who got them.
But you also did like some dress forms in them, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's still 100 here now. But APG, didn't it feel a little bit cooler today? Some of y'all got rain the other day. Not me, APG, but I think you did.
To me, when you get rain, it feels hotter because it's more humid.
No. Hey, Brenda. No, Jamie didn't get rain. I know they got rain in like Cleveland and a couple of other places, but not here.
Not here. So then what I'm going to do is go around on the back and sew along here. So you'll have like a little double stitch. Just so you don't have anything flapping in the wind.
Oh,
No flapping in the wind here. Because I lapped it about, what, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. Hey, I'm good. 3/4 of an inch. Because we had plenty to spare, right? Plenty of that pocket. And if if you're going to want this floppy and aged, and I suggested you do it, after it's all done, that gives it a little more stability while you're sewing so that it isn't so difficult for all the fabric to be so soft and, flopping all over the place. It makes it a lot harder to sew, at least for me anyway. Maybe for experienced people, it doesn't make a difference, but I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so I need all the help I can get. And for those of you that it's the first time making one, I would definitely leave the fabric as is, and then afterwards, if you want it softer, if you're going to glue anything onto it, I would wash it before that, and then whatever you're going to glue, if you're going to glue some trim on the bottom or something like that, or you're going to put dangles, you know what I mean, things you wouldn't want in the washer, obviously. And you don't have to put it in the washer. You can just wash it in a tub of water and soap. You get what I'm saying. I know you get what I'm saying.
APG said if you wash and dry it, it shrinks your fabric and tightens your stitches.
I know. That's what gives it such a cool look. And then where all that puckering is, you come back with your coffee water, and then it goes into those seams, and it really makes it look old.
Nothing like coffee in your pucker.
That's what I always say.
Remember, these are not meant to be washed in a machine. They are delicate, if any glue.
Oh, yeah. Don't glue anything until after you've done whatever you want to do to it. That'd be your last thing you do. All right. So we have our base. We went 8.5. So this is going to end up being our pocket. And, you can have this pocket be in the back, or you can have this pocket be in the front. Whatever you decide. Then we're going to fold this in half. Okay. So we already have the basics for it. Okay. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Okay, so let's see. I got to see what I have and what was I me, guys. I already don't even know what was in the kit. I don't have a kit left. I sold the last one, and now I even forget what was in the kit. I'm gonna actually literally have to bring up.
Well, they didn't have no dresses in it.
I'm gonna have to literally. I'm good because I don't have one. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pull up the listing so I can refresh my memory. What's in there? What all stuff was in there?
Hey, APG. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Betty's alarm. Hey, emergency monkey. Hello, Jen. Hey, Joy. Hey, Brenda. Hey, gal. Where's Janet Bishy Bone Bone Bone? Hey, Linda. Hey, Janice. Hey, Amber. Hey, Sally, Ruth, and Fern. Eddie Main.
Oh,
Donna.
I,
Pinky.
I forgot I had that in there. Just talking to myself. Sorry.
CJ. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Elvis. Hey, Laurie.
Okay, let me get some of the stuff. I know where some of those pieces are. Hold on.
Get some stuff.
I gotta get some of the stuff.
Hey, Leah. Hey, Adria. Adria's back from dinner. Deneva, she usually comes in late. Might be church night. Sometimes last week she slipped in here right on time on early.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer Jane, if you're lurking. Y'all are needy tonight. They are. I got one on the left licking my arm, and I got one on the right laying her head up on the arm of
Oh,
the
I thought you
chair.
were talking about the ladies.
No, I'm talking about my girls.
I thought, what are they asking about
No,
now?
no, 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 no.
These ladies are awfully needy.
No. Oh my gosh, COVID is like freaking going rampant again.
I know. The police chief has it.
So does the president's wife.
Oh. Yeah, it's all over the place.
I think we had like 5 people right now out, and they were telling the rules in the management meeting I was in this morning. After 5 days, you have to isolate for 5 days, and on the 6th day, you can come back to work, but you have to wear a mask until day so and so, and then you're good. My week has been stupid, Amber. There's Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Yes, I took the banner down, Donna, and I said hey to you already. Oh, tomorrow is they're laying my uncle to rest in the country cemetery.
Good cemetery.
Hey, Dale.
Okay, so this is an option, you guys. You got a piece of this, right? This quilt. So you could, if you so desired, it probably would fit to do the inside, if not the outside.
Oh
Right?
no, APG. He came home after 80 years from the war. They finally identified him. So he was flown into the country, and he's being buried tomorrow with the rest of his family.
So you could do something like that on the front or the back. That's one option you guys have. Another is you got a piece of either a napkin or a doily or something. Everybody got something a little different. So the other option is you could put that in the center. Let's see, I need to push that over. I don't necessarily. So there's an option. And then you'd have you could have a pocket opening in here, which now we're already getting into the other one, the one that has the pockets. This one doesn't have the pockets. So if you wanted to make this one, all you'd have to do is sew this down or glue it down or fusible, whatever you have, fusible, and you'd already have this, right?
Wow.
Or you could do it this way, and you've already got the front. It's already all done. This is already done. And you just got to figure out what you're going to do with the inside, right? But if you want pockets, all you have to do is sew, glue, whatever it is you're going to do here and here and here. And then wherever the fold is, sew or glue there. And now you already have the pockets to put in at like the other one. Where did that go?
Dang, Donna, it's coming up fast.
See, now you've already got the pockets. All right. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do. Let's figure it out. So if you didn't want to use your doily thingamajigger, you also have this piece of fabric that's pretty cool that you could use for the cover. And there we go, like that. And you've got your cover already. See? Look how cute. Or, I know I'm throwing you a lot of options, but you got to think about what you want to do. Or what you could do is any one of these, you could cut them out and then sew it on there or glue it on there or whatever you want to do. Because what looks super cool, let's say if you've got the girls and put them in the front and then cut the postage and put the postage along here on your little pocket on the edge right here. And then in the back somewhere, if you got the house or even this piece right here and you put that there. So there's a lot of different ways you can chop this up and decorate it. So many options. Let's see, which way do I want to go? Oh, and then I think you guys got one of these doodads from somewhere. So if you, even that would look, that would look super cool in the front. And then when you age it later, I like that. Ooh. I don't know. And then you guys have some of the ticking. You guys have the ticking. This could go like on your little spine just to, or if you want to cover that, see, there's just so many things. If you want to cover that up, you could just tear a little piece of this. I actually like the sewing, but if you just want to cover it up for whatever reason, then you could just glue that on there. And no one would be the wiser. It's just part of the decor. Woohoo! Okay. See, that's the problem. There's so many options. you just gotta figure out. And then if depending on what you got in your little kit, one of these little doodads, like this one has the button thing. And then you literally, if you've got buttons in your stash, you can sew the buttons in here.
It's a button.
Button. Or you could have your buttons right there on this flap, on the full flap. And I know this looks awfully white, but if you come back and tea dye it, or if you want to tea dye it before to see how you like it, you got that right there ready to go. Okay. I'm confusing myself. I don't know which way I want to go.
Me neither.
too many choices, guys. I love it. All right. So, okay. I'm just thinking out loud to myself, you guys. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And I'm going to sew it down here and here and here. And I'll have my 2 pockets. So I'm going to have it come down maybe about an inch. Because I don't want it like flush up there, which is perfectly legit. Because I think that's how this one is, I think. Well, no, she came down a little bit also, just so you could see the trim. There's nothing to see here, though, because it's just that. But that's okay. I think it looks kind of cool. Or, okay, hello. Or if you want, you can get a strip of this and put that up here all the way across to where that folds. And then scoot that down. Hello, look how cute that looks. Oh, that's the problem. You can just stay there all night just figuring out what you want to do because you can. Oh, yeah. Okay, I kind of like that too. It means I need another piece. Well, it needs to go. Oh, you have to cut it that way. Oh dear. Hey, Janet. There she is. Susan was asking about you. So, I really got to think this through, guys.
Hey, Janet, triple bomb.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I am going to sew a little strip up here because I like it. And then because this is going to go like that, I don't have to go any further than that because that's going to be sewn shut right there because this part's going to be open. So that's kind of perfect right there. So now I have to decide if I want the stitching to show, like, do I want to literally sew it on, or do I just want to use my fabric tack on there? I'm thinking I want to glue this one down just because I don't want these lines up here because I'm still not sure what I'm doing with the front. So with that in mind, bring out the glue. Bring out the glue.
That's all right. We all miss haytime half the time.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, Betty just made 10 twice baked potatoes.
10?
Yeah.
Well, the dogs get some or what?
No, she made them for so I can pull them out for lunch.
Okay, so that's down. Very good, very good. And now this is going to go here. And I really don't want to waste this by putting it all the way under here because that's going to get covered up anyway. So I'm only going to bring it to right there. So I need to cut that. Right there.
Hey, Sandy. Hey, Allie.
Okay. Okie dokie.
If you cut it, will the tatted edge unravel?
Well, this is crocheted, so it will not unravel, if that's what you're talking about. Okay, so let me get that straight. I don't know which line is crooked, but we'll straighten it out so it looks like it's straight, no matter which one's crooked. Okay, so that's going to go like that. After I sew it down, then I'll trim that so it's not so goofy. Okay. So now I need to decide how I'm going to sew this down, and if I want it to show or if I want to continue it with that cream color. I think I'm going to continue with that cream colored there, because so far my stitching isn't really what I want to show yet. Okay, now before you sew this, you have to determine again. Now this is where it gets kind of like, okay, what do I do first? You kind of sort of have to lay out your front to see which ones you want to sew on, because then if you're sewing them down, it's helpful to do that first, because then this will cover up, all the gooky black background that you sewed on. So we need to like really stage the whole thing before we sew anything down.
Good night, Bart.
Unless you're gluing it. If you're gluing something, then you can go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so let me see. What do I want to put on here?
I thought you were going to put the Timmy picture.
Well, I've been going back and forth.
Oh.
I'm not really sure. I kind of like these. I wish I had the whole picture and not this crazy thing. But that's the way it came. Or maybe I could put that piece, because that does look kind of cute. See, people, when you have too many options, it just goes off the rails. I do like that, though.
But do you like that with that Nelly embroidered handkerchief inside?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one would have to change.
Yep. Yeah, that would have to go.
Yeah. I don't know what I have that would go in there. Hold on, let me see over here. Ooh, what's this? How cool that is. Now it looks nautical.
That's what I started to say.
See, this is the hard part. Okay, so see, this is too bright, even for this. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know about those. Are those flowers or
What? This?
yeah?
These are flowers. That's it. They're
Flip
leaves.
it over. No, the other backside.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
It's still too bright. I mean, to go with this.
Oh yeah.
Um, Let me see what's in my basket here.
What about some of your dyed fabric? Your eco dyed
Oh yeah. Hold on.
or your rust or
Yeah, I do have some of that. Hold on.
good night APG. Stay cool.
Okay, so I do have some of this, right? As far as dark colors, and I have some of this that's dark. Some of my eco prints left over, my eco dyeing, I should say, and then I've got some of this that was ooh, I got this. Hello, I like this better.
Hello.
But it doesn't go all the way up, so it'll have a different look. You guys would have to imagine it goes all the way up. Let's see what else I got in here. Oh, okay. Maybe we can go all the way up. So if let's get where it's more grungy. So if I put there, and then at least these grungy things would go. The grungy look would go better. Let's just cut a piece and see what happens. Oh, maybe what I could do is have that like that. Oh, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know if I would cover it completely in that. Yeah.
Well, if we're making the pocket thing, it has to.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
See, we're doing the all the way up thingamajigger. See what I'm saying, Chili Bean? So whatever I put,
Is that strong enough to be a pocket? That looks awful handkerchiefy.
it is, but it doesn't matter because when
Oh,
if you're gonna make a tag or something, that'll give the substance to it. It'll make it all stand up just hunky dory. So,
hunky dory.
mhm. As in, how big of a hunk was he, Dory? Well, let's just, we're not going to sew or glue anything. We're just going to look. We're just going to look, guys. That's what this is all about. Just looking. Just looking.
Yeah, that's what Sandy said. Push the cover aside and grab a few fabrics that go together, then place them on your cover or wherever.
Yeah. We're just looking.
Hey, Roseanne.
Uh-oh. But you see how you can have one plan to begin with, and then something else happens, and it just, spirals. Like, was that the original plan? I don't think so. Because now I've been thinking I kind of like this going this way and having the pocket in the back, and you can have something in there like that. I'm kind of even liking that. That means I got to put another strip of that right there. Okay, let's just say. Oh, you know what I should do, you guys? Oh man, here goes my mind. Where's that stuff now? You remember all that creepy stuff I got for Timmy?
Mm-hmm.
We could do a Timmy one, and this would go really good with it.
What'd you do with it?
That's a good question.
You just had it a week ago.
Yeah, and I just put everything off this table so we could do this today. And now I'm like, okay, where to go? Which way did it go? I know it's in a plastic bag. I'm pretty sure it's not in this thing here. No.
There's Frida's leg.
And no.
Janet's cutting hers apart right now.
Very good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. It should be right here, but it's not. Hmm. I was a good girl and put everything away. Where would that away be? I have other pieces left over from that stuff. I could use those. Okay, we'll stick with what I've got. I don't know where that is right now. If I find it tomorrow, maybe we'll do the other one with that. Okay. Okay, so we eliminated this for now. We've got this temporarily here like that. Let's see. Let's see how many different pieces, parts. Okay, so that's the lady. That's the guy. That's writing. Writing. I don't know what that is. Numbers.
Yes, me too, Brenda. Once I put it away, I can never find it again.
That's got a number. This is just miscellaneous stuff. It's got a little bit of a number.
I went upstairs
Uh-oh.
day before yesterday. Oh my God.
Was it hot?
No,
Oh.
there's Betty had been up there kind of moving some stuff around and all of that. I was like, I told her, I came downstairs and I told her, I said, oh my God, we have stuff I forgot. We have stuff for days.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she said today. What can I throw away upstairs so I can start working up there? And I'm like, throw away? What are you gonna,
Are you crazy?
why you gonna throw it away?
That's my stuff. Okay. So I've got, because these are just the edges, you know how when you cut fabric, it's all off. So I've got like parts of a face.
That's when you put it on the edge.
So the lady, okay, I have a full one of her. There's no full of anything there. I've got one kind of sort of full of this guy. I've got almost a full one of him. Then I got the numbers. And then I have like a half face, almost a full one of her, but not quite. So as far as faces, that's what I got.
Slowly, Adria. No, I can't boot scoot because it's wooden stairs.
So if I
See, I would take like that. So, see, like that piece over right there with to the right of your book with the lady. Yeah. Take that piece of fabric and take that. Um, is that the edge of a box in the middle?
in the middle,
Grab the fabric to the, yeah, open it up.
yes. Well, speak English. I can understand that.
Okay. Now you see the middle?
This,
Yeah. And like put that on your back where you're going to flip it back. You
this
know,
part.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that, or the bigger one next to it, or something like that. I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
And it fits. It fits. Okay. So if I cut this down a little bit, I could put this on the spine, or it might be too big for the spine. That's too crowded. Layouts, people, layouts. Okay, so probably nothing any bigger than that would look nice up there. I wouldn't put anything bigger than that. So, okay, so you open that up.
You could even put your 117 on that back pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. I like that idea better. Okay, so we've got this. So we open that up. We have pockets there, but we have all this that we can still decorate too.
That's a boot scoot boogie, Gail.
Or we might have to use this somehow. It just speaks to me. Woof. So what you'd have if you use this, you'd have a pocket here to put like a nice little small little booklet or a nice big tag or something. And then you still have these little places to put a little something, something, something. And if you got really adventurous, you'd still have room if you wanted to put a signature of paper.
Oh, Allie.
Hmm?
Get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, and boogie. That's Brooks and Dunn.
I need to put some more of that over there.
That looks Edgar Allan Poe-ish to me.
It kind of does, huh?
Yeah.
See how it's all just morphing right in front of our face? Right in front of our faces.
Now that's where you put your raven or your crow or whatever that was you had. Or just sell them all.
The what?
Didn't you have like a black crow wearing a blue dress or something?
Oh, those are gone.
That's what I meant.
And that thing was bigger than this book, the whole book.
Heel toe, do-si do. Come on, baby, let's go. Boot scoot. I can eat 4.
She can eat 4. Oh, that's too big. What am I doing? What are you doing, Rosemary? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
4 twice baked potato scale.
Mmm, it sounds good. Okay, let's glue this down just so it's continuous. Doesn't matter that it's 2 parts. That's what makes everything look cool. We want it to be perfect.
Not at a time, Gil.
Okay, let's fill that in. Yay!
Two taters for Elvis.
You're taking orders. Orders.
I think so.
I'm ready to order. Okay. Now, let's see.
Ah, there you go. There you go. The longwood lace.
Yeah, this logwood is so cool. Oh, I got that.
Oh my gosh. Ta-da! Fabric. There you go. Back to that patent.
Let's see. Maybe I want to sew this on here. You just don't know. Or maybe you want this back here. I just don't know. So I think first what we need to do is determine the size we want this to be. For sure I want her on there. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, maybe I know. I'm pretty sure. Or do I want him? Uh-oh. I was pretty sure. I thought I was sure.
What about Grandpa up there?
Uh, he just doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
I think I like her. I'm going to put her. So let me trim her off about right there. Okay, we're going to put her right there. And then I think I'll cut that in half maybe. Oh, maybe I'll do that instead right there. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing. It may not look like I know what I'm doing. But I think I do. Okay, so this will end up going here somewhere. That will go there somewhere. Somehow. I'm not sure how yet. It'll work out. I'm just not sure exactly how it's going. I'm not
You
100%.
could also put like a piece of black ribbing or whatever they call that, like in between the two pieces of fabric right there. What do they call that?
I don't know.
Ribbing or cording or whatever.
I don't know. I
Okay.
might have it though. You know I probably do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, just to give it a little feeling there, I'm gonna get. I have. Yes, I do. I have felt. Where's my felt? I had a little piece of felt. I had a little piece of felt. It wasn't small enough, but I can cut it to be small enough. Okay, so here's a little piece of felt. Now I'm going to cut it a little smaller than what this piece is. And you don't have to use felt. You don't even have to do this, but if you want to do it, you can use your felt. You can use another piece of fabric. You can double up on fabric, even put a piece of paper if you want. It's just that I'm going to do a little bit of sewing around here, and I want it to be a little tiny bit dimensional. Probably can't see it there, but here, real life, you can see that it has a little bit of dimension to it. So, and again, we're just
Feel
going
it
to,
too.
huh?
You could feel it too.
Yes. And so we're just going to do a bunch of straight stitching. Where is my, I've got too much stuff up here all of a sudden. I can't find anything. Okay, here we
And if you do that, when you open up the book, it could be a needle book.
go. Uh-oh. All right. So now you just decide if you want the stitching to show up. Then you get a contrasting color. I don't know what a contrasting color would be because there's a lot of colors there. But I think all I'm going to do, well, no, there's not enough on there anywhere. Nope, not enough of that either. Oh, no. Okay, so I need to go find my thread. Hey, where'd my black go? I thought I got me some black. I had run out of my black, and I thought I bought some. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Is that it? My goodness, it's getting hot in here.
Yes, she does, Adria. She pats.
I'm a patter.
When she
I
likes something, she pats it.
admit it. I don't think I should have to deny it. I need a different kind of needle. I don't want a big old fat needle to make my job more difficult. Uh-oh, that's too thin. I don't think that thread will fit through there. Where did that other, where did that go? That's got my needles on there. Hello, hello, hello. Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. I got needles right there.
Brenda said something cochineal might pull the color in top of the piece down to the bottom, or maybe not.
That's what I like. Decisiveness. Let me use one of these. I know I had, and that's not it. It'll show up somewhere. It fell off. Peekaboo. Oh well. I'll probably find it tomorrow. Let's just use this. Okay. Are we on a roll yet? Probably not. Okay, let me see. I can't believe it's already time for me to get my eyes checked again. Can you believe it was a year ago, guys? September, when I got my new glasses last year.
I can't keep up with all that stuff.
Well, I'm not going to pay the kind of insurance I pay and not take advantage of what I should be getting for my money. So I remember, get your glasses before the end of the year, or you're going to lose out. Paying insurance for nothing.
I think mine only does lenses every other year and frames. I can't remember.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Like right now, I can barely thread this thing with my glasses. And I'll go and I'll get my eye checked, and they'll say, no change. That's what they tell me every stinking year.
Okay, can I have my money back?
No change. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay. So I think what I'll do to begin with, I'm just going to go a little bit around this frame of hers to kind of pop that frame out. And we'll just do stitches. We'll just stitch, stitch, stitch. And I need to get me a thimble. I don't have one. I'm going to end up having a hole in my thumb.
Oh, wow. You don't have a thimble?
Yeah, believe it or not. I tell you, I'm not a sewer.
I think one came with my Saskatchewan package or whatever you call that. So you, what is it? Uh,
Oh my goodness. Sociopath.
Satchmo.
The sociopath.
What was the Japanese sewing? The
Now that you know, when you say silly things like that, then I can't remember the real name.
Sumitomo.
No, it's not Sumito.
Sashiko.
Yeah, there you go.
Sachiko. Something like
No.
that. Yeah, it came with a leather thimble.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Sashiko. Origami, that'll work. That's Japanese. Man, I can't remember because then I have to remember. Okay, is it Sashiko? Sachiko? Top stitch long, bottom stitch double?
I thought it was stitch and a half.
Something like that. All I
Yeah.
know is the bottom ain't the same as the top.
Yeah. Stitch and a half.
We were supposed to do that.
I know. Put it on the list. I use my tabletop as my thimble. I just push it down.
That works.
Okay, see, ladies, I'm just putting a small stitch around here.
Like a blanket stitch.
No,
No.
no. I know what a blanket stitch is. This is not a blanket stitch. This is just a straight stitch.
Okay. Well, good grief, Elvis. Well, you definitely can't get your eyes checked the same time you're getting a mammogram because they tell you not to squint. Me too, Elvis. I hate getting out of the house. That's like they told me. My cousin said, "Do you want to go to the funeral tomorrow?" I was like, "No, it's way out in the country."
But he's come home just for
I
you.
know that's so cool.
So if you're putting your little dresses in the front, this is kind of the same thing you would do. You'd stitch around the dress if you're going to put it in your front on the front here.
Tell you what, Brenda, play a guitar for about a week and you'll get your calluses built back up.
Or you just drip blood.
Ooh.
And you could do this just with regular thread, or maybe a little thicker thread like quilting thread. You don't have to use embroidery floss because that's pretty bold, but I like it bold.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah. Like, because all of this I did with the embroidery thread.
Yeah.
All of the threads. I didn't separate them. Oopsie.
Because you got to pee in the woods, Brenda.
Don't me making knots where I don't want knots.
I thought you were going to teach us French knots and stuff.
Huh?
I thought you were going to teach us French knots and stuff.
Yeah, but not when they're a mistake. Okay, so I've gone around the inner part of that little frame. Now I'm going to go on the outer part just to give it a little puffsation there.
Did you say puffsation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Instead of a sensation, it's a puffsation.
Puff state. Yeah, puffsation.
That's right. Oops.
See, I would make like a cover and then I would leave the inside completely blank and then I would sew all my favorite buttons in there.
Oh, that would be cool.
Buttons.
Buttons.
My favorite buttons.
That's a good idea. My fingers are starting to go numb. That's about as long as I can sew.
What is the embroidery hoop in the kit for?
We're going to put it in the cover of a hardcover book. It's going to be the cover. It's going to go on the cover. It isn't going to be the cover. It's going on the cover. How long have I been doing the hand sewing? Do you notice about approximately?
No. Slow
Because
stitching for the soul.
that's about all I'll be able to do as far as hand sewing. Because my fingers are going numb.
Janet said 45 minutes.
To sew this right here? Oh my gosh, I don't think so. I hope not. I am slow.
Well, hey, Diana, how are you?
Hey, girl. Long time no see.
Do you have to pick up Mr. Morris?
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you sewed the pieces together also.
Oh, yeah. Okay, forgot about that. Diane, I saw you had a new video. Was that today or yesterday? I haven't had time to watch it though. Put her. Okay, no. Janice, can you put her link in there, please, to her YouTube channel? She's got. Those of you that don't know, Diana, she's got she's got she's got some really cool stuff.
Outside the box.
She admittedly doesn't know what she's really doing at the beginning because she changes it all the time. She thinks she knows what the plan is. It usually isn't the end plan, but it doesn't matter. It's just as cool.
She said, yes, she did. Did you see the fairy wing book?
The fairy wing. I don't know. Let's see. I've seen. Is that the latest one? I've seen them all except the latest one.
Janet said recently was a butterfly.
Oh, or maybe that was the butterfly. Was the moth? I don't know. Maybe that was the fairy wing. Uh-oh. What is going on here?
Oh, she said no, like 2 videos ago.
Okay, then I must have seen it. Because I've only missed one. Let's see, why is this messing up on me? Ah, very good. So now with this little bit of sewing um, and the felt there, it's really substantial, the cover already. And we haven't even put anything inside.
Look at Elvis. Elvis is a rewind queen. She said, you've hand sewing total almost an hour now.
Oh, man. Okay, well, that's why it's, yeah, that's why I'm going numb.
Well, why don't you do it with your left hand?
Because I can. I'm not ambidextrous. I can barely do it with one hand. Okay. So we're just going to tie this off. Okay, we're not done sewing on here, but I'm done sewing on here for tonight. So we still have to decide other places where you want to stitch. I'll probably, of course, stitch across right here. I might stitch around that circle, and then, of course, stitch all around the outside. I might even get some white, or it won't show up too much, and stitch around her veil so she kind of pops up, like right there. So she kind of puffs up a little bit right there. I'll think about that. All right. Okay. I think we got the basics done. Kind of let you know where we're going to go from here, what to look at when you're looking at your fabric and your cover, what not to do first. Make sure whatever you're going to do on your front, we're going to do that first, so that when we put the inside, it will cover all this mess up. Unless you want the mess to be shown. Sometimes that looks kind of cool too. It's whatever your thing is. So we'll finish up all this hand sewing. We'll put what we're going to put on the back, and whatever we're going to do on the spine. And that's what we'll tackle tomorrow.
Cool.
I know I hardly ever comment when I watch videos because I'm not sitting somewhere. I'm doing stuff. So then the next video comes on, you know, and so I'm really bad at that too. Really bad about it. Like 100% bad about it, because I don't think I ever do. Hardly ever comment. Which, you know, as a creator, you know, you like the feedback. Unless they're nasty about it, and you don't want to hear from them. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Delete.
Hmm?
Delete.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to show you guys one last thing before we go tonight. I made some progress. Oops. On. Let me find it. I wanted to find a cover that I liked for, let me find it. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, here we go. So when I put the kit little class together, this is going to be the cover.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's going to be the cover for this little book. There. And I was going to use this, but I double checked and there's copyright, so I can't use this. I'm going to do the Big Chief. You know, like the paper pads, but I can't use that. And then over here, did I print what I'm going to use? Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, did I cut it out? Oh, here it is. And then for the little one, I had a couple of different ones. I thought this was really cute, like the first day of school.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was cute. And then just for cuteness, this was cute too. I like that. I don't know why. I'm not even into cute, but I like that one.
Is that Mary and her lamb?
I think it's supposed to be, yeah. And some little guy in his little blue suit back there snooping on her. So I didn't know which one, so I figured I'll put both of them. And you can pick one, or you can put one in the front, one in the back, or one inside. And then I thought this is pretty cool. And just a little Crayola box. And I thought that might look cute if you just put it inside. I'm not sure. Um, it might not. Who knows? But anyway, those are the pieces parts that will go with that. And then I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this off, but I've got I have to figure out a way to make them antique-y. These are the holders for the chalk, but I want to make it look old-fashioned. I tried putting some alcohol ink on it, and it does color it, but it's very shiny. You know, this shines through the alcohol ink, so it just looks very brassy and gold. I personally don't like it, so I'm gonna have to figure out a different way of dumbing this down. Um, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Decoupage some fabric on it.
Well, I had put some paper and stuff on here to do it. The problem is to open this up, you have to push that down, and this thing goes behind there. So if you put something on here that's thick, you can't access to put the chalk in. So, and I thought of taking this off and out, and I can't. It's almost like it's welded on there. But anyway, it'll be something for us to play with and figure out what to do with it. But I thought that would look cute. And then Susan had suggested a little loop on here somewhere, and we can stick that on there. And I think that's a plan. So anyway, so I've been busy with that.
Use matte spray paint.
What's that?
A matte spray paint.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I have some. Yeah,
Remember
well,
that the music teacher had that held like all the chalks to make the music for the notes? Remember it held like 5 pieces of chalk?
no.
She would draw across the board so she could put the note.
Oh, I never seen that. That makes sense, but I've never seen it before. So that's that.
Janet said in the old days, chalk would be on a string attached to the slate.
Yeah, but that I realize that, but that's just not practical for what we're doing. You just can't be just hanging off, you know. So we have to modernize it a little bit to work with it. Anyway, so we'll figure it out together. Anyway, so that's about it for now. And oh, my back. All right, ladies. So we will see you tomorrow, and we'll see pretty much how we want to finish off the front of this little varmint, and we'll go from there.
Oh, now you got a big old mess.
I do, most definitely. All right, ladies. We'll see you tomorrow.
All
Take
righty.
care, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Good night.